So the other day I took these 2 photos that you can see on screen right now, and these are actually the first photos that I've took of myself by myself without the help from anyone. And I was able to take these photos because I bought this tripod here for £17 on Amazon, which comes with a little remote, and I'm quite happy with how the photos have come out. As you can see on screen right now, I think they're very clean, they're very good, and they were took on my iPhone 12 Pro, and I got some good feedback back from them photos online. So I thought I might as well do a video showing people how to take your own photos so you don't have to rely on anyone, and just how to like simply edit your photos all on your phone. So take the photos on your phone, edit them on your phone, and just, you know, overall a video on how to take photos and edit photos all on your iPhone. So we're going to cover some basic editing and some basic photography all on your phone, no computers involved, none of that stuff. Yeah, if you do enjoy this video, make sure to give it a like, subscribe to my channel for more men's fashion. I'm in my car right now, we're going to drive around, see if we can find a nice location, and then I'll talk you through how I shoot the photos and that. It's very quick, very simple, very basic, but if you're trying to build an Instagram feed, or you want to be consistent and not rely on people and not having to wait until you go out with your friends, then this is definitely the video for you. Okay, so this is the location that I found. I'm going to take the photo like in between this split wall. Obviously the weather's a bit shit, so it might not come out as good as I want it to, but it still should be good quality because the lighting is not the worst. So yeah. It's quite quiet around here as well, there's not too many people, so it won't be bare jarring to take photos and that, but yeah. Okay, so here I'm just positioning the tripod very low, as I feel like it's just a much better angle to take photos at. And yeah, also makes you look a bit taller, so if you're short and you want to like look a bit taller, then you can also shoot from this angle. But yeah, it's just overall a much better angle compared to when like someone takes a photo of you and they just hold the phone at like head height or the standard height, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, so you can see here I'm using the little remote in my pocket. I'm trying to hide the little remote, but it's really not that deep if you can't hide it. And I feel like when taking photos, if you just move around, you seem to get much better photos than just like trying to pose and looking a bit stiff. So yeah, just move around. It's mostly just trial and error. Just move the tripod around, especially if it's like your first time using the tripod.
How much was that?
What?
That tripod thing?
£17.
Fuck off. That's so good.
Do you think?
Yeah. What, come with the clicker?
Yeah.
Try getting into it, just keep taking photos, and even if there's like people around and stuff and they're watching you, they're not gonna stare at you for that long. I guess they will look away eventually. So yeah, you just kind of just got to dedicate to it and just take a lot of photos. You know, it's better to have more than less. I do look at some of them when I'm shooting just to make sure the angle's right, like you see I'm doing right here. And then once you have an angle that you like, then yeah, that's it. Okay, so I'm inside now. In terms of editing, so all you're going to need is your iPhone. Like I said, there's going to be no computer involved. It's going to be kind of basic and simple, but it's just going to be enough for Instagram. Do you get what I mean? So the first thing that I do is I crop the photo by 5:7 because that's like the main kind of Instagram size. And then I just zoom in and just center me in the middle, you know, with this grid kind of graph thing that they got up here. So yeah, I just center myself like this, and then zoom in a little bit around here. Yes, that looks calm. And then what I do next, you can see like how we've got like these marks here, and we've got like this little bit here, and you want to just clean it up. So the app that I use to clean stuff up is Photoshop Fix. And what this app can do is really good. So yeah, so for example, in this photo here, if I go into healing, spot heal tool, and you see how that spot just disappeared, and like say like dirt like this, you can just erase it simply with this tool. It's so easy to use, you know. Apparently you can do this on Facetune as well, but this one is a free app. Now even like this window here, yeah, I can actually just erase this whole window because it's like a giant spot. See what I mean about that? And then just do it around. You might be able to tell a little bit, but if you just keep using the tool on it, you won't really be able to tell. Do you get what I mean? And then you see like at the top of this photo here how I have like the window and stuff like that. I can actually just use the spot tool and just literally neaten it off. Do you get what I mean? And obviously when you're doing stuff like this, it can actually take a while, but I'm not going to do that for the whole of the video. I'm just going to show you at the end what it came out looking like. To save time, I'm going to move on, but obviously if I was doing my own photo I would fix the bit in the top hand corner, you know, and erase it out. So what I do next is I go onto Lightroom, auto light, so you go into light and then hit auto, and then you see how that's gone like really bright. Usually it does it perfect, but this is a bit too bright, so I'm going to turn the oh, it was the shadows that was making it a bit, so I'm going to keep the shadows there, and yeah, that looks good. So then I save it. And the last app that I use is Tezza. Now Tezza is just basically for filters. You don't have to use Tezza, you can use just the Instagram filters or any other filter app, but I've been using this lately on all apps. And then I just go through the filters, and then once I find a filter that I think I like, if I'm going to use filters, because sometimes I don't, I would just turn it down very low to like maybe 20. Yeah, like 20. And you can see it's just a slight difference, but it does make a difference sometimes. I don't even think this photo actually needs a filter, but for the sake of the video, turn it down a bit. And then obviously you can mess around with the contrast, you know, and like stuff like that, but you don't have to do these things, you know. What you do usually have to do though is temperature. So if you want like a cooler photo, you'd go towards the side, or if you want like a warmer type of photo, in this case I think it could be a bit warm, then you can mess around with that. It's just the small little changes that make a difference, you know. And then obviously saturation, yeah, you definitely want to turn up the saturation a bit. And then sharpness. Now I usually sharpen it when I'm actually on the Instagram app, but you can just sharpen it here. I'll zoom in to see how sharp it's actually getting. But yeah, put it on that 3. And yeah, that's basically it. Now obviously I still have this bit in the corner that I'm going to sort out. Well, I'm not going to do that on video because it'll probably take me long. But yeah, I'll put up on the screen the edit that I've just done now, the before and the after. And you can basically see the difference between these two photos, you know. So yeah, that's basically it for this video. It's really simple. Obviously I've just started taking my own photos with the tripod, so these are like the second set of photos that I've took on a tripod. And like I said, you don't need to use a crazy camera. I'm using the iPhone 12 Pro. Even if you've got an iPhone 10, 11, 8, with iPhones I find that it's just like you just need to have that really good lighting. That's the main, that's the most important thing when it comes to shooting with a phone. You just got to find good light. So yeah, that's about it for this video. Let me know what you think about the photos that I took, and if you got any questions, leave them down below. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to give it a like, subscribe to the channel for more nice fashion, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.